Good morning. Happy Friday, 6:44 right now as more places get back to business in Alabama starting later on today. Our friends up in Tennessee are also seeing a lifting of all capacity restrictions on restaurants and retail establishments.
They'll instead focus on social distancing best practices. Joining us live now via Zoom is Lincoln County Mayor Bill Newman. Mayor Newman, good morning to you.
Good morning, Marie. Good morning, Pat.
Good morning, sir.
We're so grateful that you're waking up with us. So these restrictions are loosening this morning here in Tennessee. What is it going to look like for your community there up there in Lincoln County?
Well, you're right. It does loosen them. There's still restrictions in there. One of the big things that is something objective, Governor Lee did raise from 10 the number that should be limited for us in a group to 50. That begins today, so that's a big deal. Live music is allowed with a distancing between performers and the audience of 15 feet. They're still having the restrictions in restaurants of the 6 feet distancing between the tables, and they gave some leeway. If a restaurant has a bar, the bar cannot open. They still can serve drinks to the tables, but they can have tables in the bar area with the same restrictions about the 6 feet. I look at it as, you know, if I'm going to tell my children what the story is, we're raising the speed limit in life, and if we'll abide by those rules, we're going to be okay. But if you start being a distracted driver, our society can get hurt, and individuals can too.
What a well-placed way to describe that. That was because I was going there with you, Mr. Mayor, for a second, because there are some people, as you know, that just abide by the guidelines, right? Wear their masks and so on. And there are others that, you know what, it's whatever, and they won't do it. What do you tell these people as we're just all getting together again and just try to keep that spread down out there?
Well, you know, if you love your neighbor, one of the things a lot of times you don't think about is you're being disrespectful if you're not abiding by those rules. You may be young and healthy, but you know, you need to look at all of society when you're doing that. When we talk about distracted drivers, you know, if you're constantly being a distracted driver, you're a health risk for everybody on the highway. If you're not abiding by the rules that we need to abide by now, you know, you can bring a lot of bad things to a lot of people, and it could turn this thing around in the wrong direction. But I think our people are abiding by the rules. I see more use of masks in the stores and restaurants than when it first came out. In Tennessee, you can get free masks by going by the health department. So that's been a big deal. Our churches and our businesses have gone by there and picked them up. They're still available there. And in Tennessee, anyone can get tested at the health departments just by drive-through, no appointments, no charge. And the results are back about in 2 days.
Okay. All right. Well, Lincoln County Mayor Bill Newman, thank you so much for your time this morning and for that insight, too. We always enjoy speaking with you.
Thank you.
You bet.
Have a good day.
Yeah, you too, Mr. Mayor. Great analogy. Great analogy.